Scarlet. That's Moonji. So Moonji was given to me when he was just about, I think, 8 or 10 weeks old. And his original owners just said that the energy that he shared was very high and intense. So I had never had a hybrid cat before, and all of my animals are, I look at them like I'm conversing with a spiritual guru. I don't call them pets. They're spiritual teachers and they're guides, and they embody a sense of unity with nature and this 3D world and humans. And that's a beautiful gift that I study how to embody just like they do. So getting Moonji, first, when I first got him, his name was Chief. And that name carried such a strong symbolism with it. So for the first 2 years I had him, I was learning about what his needs were, and I would say that him in particular, he carries more wild DNA than domestic DNA. So a lot of what I was dealing with were, wild habits inside of an animal, which are instinctual. It's not like he was making decisions to do something good or bad. He was living through his present instincts, which is all he can do, and which is the most beautiful thing about him, right? So I don't mind when cats, shred furniture. I think it's a part of who they are and a part of what makes them happy. And I'll pick a few pieces of furniture where I'm like, this is ours. It's not just mine. And however you want to shape it with your claws, let's do that. And when it gets too shreddy, I'll get a new one, and I just kind of have that be a part of our life, so there's no, you did something wrong. I think when humans make a decision to cohabitate with an animal, whether it be a hybrid like Moonji or a regular domesticated animal, their needs should matter just as much as ours. And so when I live that way with my animals, I receive all the spiritual benefits from them. When you live with someone and you believe you are above them or that you get to rule over them, you don't get to receive the teachings from them. So we live as equals inside the home. And he gets tons of toys, but I rotate them out so they always kind of seem fresh and new to him. He has a lot of vertical play that he gets to do. Meaning he can jump up 10 feet and climb onto any upper surface. So I had installed, we're leaving this ranch and moving to a different ranch, but in this ranch I had installed a lot of upward, like on the top of the ceiling, these like cat beds, and then these little ledges where he could jump up. So I studied a lot of the Jackson Galaxy videos actually on Bengals and just learned like what was best for them. And when I started learning that he really needed consistency every single day, that's when his energy started to really level out. So what we do is, and I can't do this 100% of the time, because like right now I'm moving, and sometimes on a moving day I have to haul the trailer to another state, and I won't be able to take him for a walk that day. But 80% of the time, or 85% of the time, I wake up, I do my morning chores, feed the horses, feed the chickens, all that, and then I take him for about an hour to 2 hour walk, just depending on what I have available that day. And then beyond the walk, he'll actually go into this chicken coop for about 3 to 4 hours a day. There's a lot of mice and chipmunks that have moved into the walls because I built it with mud, so they've kind of like gone into the walls and stashed food. So he'll sit in the chicken coop and hunt for about 4 hours, and he'll get birds, he'll get everything, and he'll have his, what he got lined up for me to check out. And it's really fun. It's really fun to live with him and to learn from him. And it took about 1.5 years. I think because his original owners, when they had him, because he was so active at night, they closed all their doors. So here was this tiny little kitten who just really wanted to bond and lay with someone that was warm and love him, because he's a baby. He needed a mom still, and they weren't giving him that type of imprinting. And then on top of it, they rehomed him, you know, just a few weeks after they got him. So that was his initial impression with being with a new family. And I think that contributed to him taking about a year and a half to warm up to me, where I'd go to pet him and he'd kind of move away. And then one day I just went to pet him and he arched his back and he pushed up into my hand. And from that day on, we've been bonded. And it was a lot of patience. The horses are coming in now. Coming in to join. Moonji, stay close. So we're on one of our walks, and we're gonna walk around for about another hour, and then I'm gonna put him in the chicken coop and go get his brother Baba. Baba is just a rescue tabby. He doesn't have the wild genes like Moonji does, so Baba's need for going outside, it's really more of just him about rolling in the dirt and getting pets. For Moonji, because he's a Bengal, it's crucial. And I've seen so many videos on YouTube where people will have like a Bengal cat in an apartment, and I was, hey guys, hello, hello. I'd say that one of the saddest things is watching that. Like, even though I'm a woman who lives alone, it's not that I need a lot of house, but Moonji needs a lot of house. He has a huge spirit around him, and he needs to feel like he can go and run and play throughout the house, throughout the day. And if he was in close quarters, I know he would be feeling tortured in a sense. So I've noticed that about Bengals as well. The horses, gotta keep him away. Moonji's just a little kitty. Yeah, he's just a little kitty. I got you, Moonji. Here, come here, I got you. It's okay. All the horses are coming. So basically, this is part of our day, and it's one of my favorite parts of the day. And like, I hear certain people be like, oh my God, I work all night, or I work all day, and then I get home, and then all my cat wants to do is play. And it's like, yeah, you are your cat's whole world, and you were gone all day, and now they're so excited to see you, and because you're tired and you just want to get on the internet and scroll and not interact with them, like, that breaks their heart. They've literally been waiting for you all day to come and play with them, like, literally. So I think having these levels of awareness and sensitivity with your animals, of really understanding what they need and what they want. And when you attach, like, I've trained myself to attach my happiness and my sense of peace to what they get happiness and peace from. So when we're playing, I'm not just going through the motions of, let me flick this little fake bird around. I'm feeling their excitement chasing the little bird run through my body. I can play with them every night for an hour, you know, with the bird stick thing. And we play with different scrunched up pieces of paper that they hide under. And they are in heaven, and it gives them a sense of routine, and they know that mom's going to play with them every single night for an hour. This is what has gotten Moonji to such a nice, mellow, sweet, bonded cat with me, whereas where we started was not the case. Lots of chaos, lots of destruction. Like, you can't have anything glass on any counter. He will push it off. He will break it. And that's just part of who he is. Like, I used to have all these Flower of Life glass jugs that I would, like, soak in the sunlight and charge the water. And I just can't do that. I can't have those types of things out on the counter anymore. So me modifying my lifestyle and how things in the home have to be to make sure that he's happy gives me happiness. And I think that that's the attitude that really serves your spiritual evolution when you own pets, is recognizing what they need. And it's so easy to serve a pet because all they do is return unconditional love. It's a little bit more challenging when it comes to humans. So a good place to start is serving animals with your whole heart and giving them everything they need. And then that is basically giving yourself all of those spiritual blessings right back to you as well. So that's how I look at living with cats, especially Bengals. I would say if you do not have like 3-4 totally free hours to devote to a Bengal's wellness every day, don't get a Bengal. You're not going to be giving them the life that really fulfills them.